What's up, guys? Operator Shampoo coming in hot. Well, I guess you're coming in hot to this new video, and I appreciate you popping in. So to start, I apologize. I know the lighting's not great. I know the audio is probably not great. I'm in a conundrum, and that is to wait until everything is perfect to bring you guys content, or just start making it, just start doing it. Take the things that are in my head and put them out there on the web for all of you to consume and learn from. So I'm leaning towards the latter. Things will get better with the channel as time goes on. I just appreciate your support, and your support, your subscriptions are going to help me realize that this investment is worth my time. So appreciate you stopping by. Let's dive right in. So you probably notice a common theme here on this table. What is it besides the fact that they're all AK variant rifles, right? We've got a Meridian Defense AKM at the top here. We've got a build that I did in 5.56 in the middle there with the folding stock. And then we have a build that I did in 5.45 here at the bottom with the fixed wood stock and the Huxworks muzzle device, as you can see there. So this one, bottom running Huxworks, middle is running rugged suppressors, and the top is also running rugged. I had rugged before I had a Hux. So with all this being said, the reason that for this video is for us to talk about my favorite setup for a budget AK. Now, none of these are very budget. I understand that. But what is budget is just a basic AKM. And the best basic AKM to get is probably a Wasser. So make sure if you get anything from Century, it's imported by Century, not made by Century. That's how you can make sure you're going to be in the good there. They should be imported from the Cugier factory from Romania. So if you're wondering, let me know if you need any help with AK purchases. Eventually I will do a video, but for now, we're going to talk about my favorite way of setting up an AK on a budget. So Wassers start at like what? I don't know, 600 bucks or so, maybe 800 bucks now. It's what you call a budget AK. I'm not including AKs I wouldn't recommend for a gun that you can really trust your life on. So I'm going to start with the Wasser. There are cheaper options, buyer beware. With all this being said, the real common denominator you'll see amongst these, except the type of firearm, is the ultimak railed gas tube. This thing's great. They're awesome. I've got them on at least 3 guns. Off the top of my head, I believe it's 3. One of them is a WBP mini jack, which I am too lazy to grab. So I will tell you guys, this piece, this railed gas tube costs 100 something, 200 bucks max, something like that. And the great part about it is it removes your existing gas tube. So you take your gas tube, go ahead and take this off, and you install this part instead. This part will link to it will link underneath your barrel, and it bolts into these Allens here at the top. So the reason this is my favorite choice, not only for price, but also for just looks and aesthetic, you can still keep your rifle super AK. You can still keep it super original for the most part. It's like a semi-modernizing it to an extent. So you can keep your gorgeous wood, you can keep your you know, all the wood, all the Bakelite, if you want like a Bakelite grip and all that stuff, or whatever you want to do, you can keep it original for stock and lower handguard. And all you change is what would be the upper handguard or the gas tube to this one. Now, I will say there's a lot of concern for a lot of people about the optics on these rails getting hot. I can tell you on my WBP mini jack, I have mag dumped and mag dumped and mag dumped just to see if the optic would fail. I've never gotten the optic to fail. The suppressor and the gun itself has been hotter than me wanting to hold, and I cannot get the optic to fail at all. And I mean wanting to hold with gloves on. So I literally don't see a way that the heat will be an issue if you have a decent optic. I just haven't proven it myself. If someone else, has, let me know. I'd love to see the video. I'd love to see, the fail point or heat point at which these fail. But in general, it's not a concern, man. The other awesome benefit to this is being able to put a flashlight on. So there's three things you want with a duty style rifle. It's a flashlight, it's an optic, and it's a sling. Well, with this setup, I can hold the dong and I can easily hit the light. I can also look down the optics, look down the sights, and easily see the red dot. Now I would recommend doing a quick detach red dot if you wanted to do this, so that if anything ever goes wrong, pop that red dot out and just use your iron sights. Your iron sights will not co-witness through this unless you like raise them up a little higher using the adjustable rear and then zero it like that. But it's not really a great idea. I wouldn't recommend it. I haven't done it and won't. But I see no reason for me to switch to a quick detach on these specific guns, because I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to move it. It is the way it is. It's staying the way it is. So, best budget optic, SIG Romeo 5. Hands down, no questions asked. No, it's not Vortex. No, it's not Hollow Sun. Hollow Sun makes the best pistol optics, hands down. But when it comes to budget SIG optics, SIG knows how to make an optic despite not knowing how to make a pistol. Well, despite not knowing how to make a striker fired pistol, I should say. So SIG optics are great. They are great. I have probably like 10 Romeo 5s. None of them have ever given me an issue, ever. I've never had to send one back to warranty, nothing at all. So I highly recommend them, especially on a budget. They can be had for, about $100, $120. I wouldn't pay much more than that because you just don't have to. Best budget light is going to be Streamlight. These are the ProTacs, I believe they're the ProTac HLXs off the top of my head. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much going to conclude this video, guys. I can give you some more screen time with these guns if you'd like. I can show you more of, how I like to use them. I will say that I think this goes best with the dong. However, it does work, and I have tried it with rifles without dongs. I just like to be able to pull back with my fingers while I press forward to hit the thumb. Versus if I have my hand like this, I can press forward to hit the thumb, but now it's hard to get that same ability to be able to pull it back. So I prefer to be able to keep my hand like this and press the button versus having it all the way over and then trying to reach up and press the button. Just a personal preference thing. If you're on a budget, don't worry about changing your lower handguard. Just simply, get the ultimak, add a light, add a dot, and you're done. Simple. You now have a dutiable rifle. Other than that, obviously, reliable magazines. If you're not sure which magazines to get, go with the Bulgarian commercial mags for any AK. 5.56, 5.45, 7.62 by 39, it doesn't matter. Those are the best, easily available magazines for the AK. Hands down, no questions asked. So yeah, this is just a quick video for me, guys. You'll learn more about me as time goes on. You're probably wondering, why would I want to listen to this guy on the internet over all the other ones? Hey, I'm not saying you should, man. Choose who you listen to wisely, but I do know a little something, which is why I'm here, and I believe I can bring you guys some value. Hope you like the video. I hope you subscribe. More content will come out, and it will get better over time. Thanks again, guys. Operator Shampoo out.